So I'm curious if you've ever been to a Hooters or a Twin Peaks, drop a comment below. What did you like and not like? Here's the thing, I've never been in a Hooters or a Twin Peaks. I did this episode because I was driving by a TGI Fridays that's not too far from me, and they've gutted it, and I was hoping we were going to get some cool restaurant. I'm dying to get a good Mexican joint here that just has amazing food and margaritas and tequila. It's just something I feel we're lacking around here. And I drive by and it says Twin Peaks. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. You might as well put a cheesecake factory. Like, it's not what I'm looking forward to. So I've never actually been in a Hooters or a Twin Peaks. I think Hooters was really big when I was little. Something I think my parents' generation was probably into, but it just felt like that brand was gonna die. There was nothing. It did, right? It faded off. I think there's like two Hooters now in Michigan or something. Don't quote me on that. But I felt like that was a fad that was gonna come and go. Um, I remember when I was like 19 or 20, I was consulting at this place in the tech world, and this guy is like, "Oh, a bunch of us go out to this bar for lunch, and all the women are in bathing suits," and I'm like, I don't care. like we go out to the bar later and we'll meet some people. Like I don't want to go out to lunch and eat at this place just because whatever. It was a big thing at this company to go do that. And I get there and the food's terrible. The place is kind of dirty. But these older dudes were like, "Oh, they're in bikinis," and I'm just like, "Man, I hope this isn't what I turn into when I'm 50." So, but I get it. Like it works. It gets people in the place. But the food was terrible. So I'd rather just eat good food in my car alone and listen to the radio than do that crap. But so I get it. It works, and it didn't. It seemed like it didn't work for Hooters. They fell off. But now these places are popping up all over. There's one at uh, 14 Mile and I-75 down by like Sterling Heights area. Um, you drive by and it's the parking lot is just absolutely packed. So I'm thinking that the food's got to at least be good, but I never been there, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get a. You can get it to go. Maybe I'll get it to go when this one opens. I mean, it seems like more of the same old brew pub. Loaded fries, hickory smoked pulled pork, spicy meatball skillet, brisket chili. There's really nothing original anymore. It's just a matter of it's kind of like Yard House. Yard House, when I went there, didn't have a whole lot of anything original. The food was just pretty good. I mean, I'd do a meatball sandwich, right? And I think that's what it comes down to is you don't even have to reinvent the wheel anymore. It's can you just do the food right and do it consistent? And I think that's kind of where like the Ruby Tuesday, Applebee's, TGI Fridays all went wrong. Is burgers. We know what a burger is, but can you do the burger right and can you do it consistent? We know like fried chicken. Applebee's had fried chicken. That was the one thing I actually enjoyed at that restaurant when I was growing up. They took that away. It feels like Outback has stuck to that theory and they just we're going to consistently put out the same food over and over and over again. Quality's going to be decent, but it's going to be consistent. It wasn't the case for some of the other places. But, Twin Peaks is going to roll in and it's like, okay, we got the food nailed. Now we got to figure out an atmosphere thing. Everyone's doing sports bars. Let's do the women in a low amount of clothing thing. And it seems like it's working for them. I just in 2022 is this where I don't know. I feel like it's 1993 all over again. But I don't know. I can't judge it because I've never been there. But I will try carry out, I guess, and at least see if the food's good. I mean, loaded fries with bacon and cheddar. Who's going to say no to that? And this is a place that I'm just not gonna go get a salad from. I guess Chipotle, queso, pico, cilantro. Hope it's not one of those places that puts like too much cilantro. Of course, like everyone said, Hooters and the wings, and Hooters and the wings, and Hooters and the wings. But it doesn't seem like it was enough to save them. And there's a hell of a lot of places that get good wings now. Lunchtime, burgers, sandwich. What about sandwiches? I feel like sandwiches are underrated. Spicy meatball parmesan. So when this thing opens, I'll try this. I'm always on a hunt for a meatball sub. Somehow, some way, it's still tough to get a meatball sub that tastes good in Michigan, anyways. It's terrible. All right, instant problem. Don't call it a Philly cheesesteak if you're using sirloin. But I just hate sirloin. I think it's overrated to hell. The flavor sucks. But a Philly cheesesteak needs to be ribeye. And this is where restaurants kind of irritate me. At some point, if you're gonna do stuff and use an authentic name, charge an extra $3 or $4 and just do a goddamn ribeye cheesesteak. You'd be amazed at how much people will pay if it's actually good. There's nothing you're gonna do to the sirloin that's gonna. And then Italian seasoning. You don't need Italian seasoning on a Philly cheesesteak. What do you want to do? An Italian beef like Chicago? What are you guys doing here? Man, it's those same people that do like Korean. They say it's Korean if they throw soy sauce on it, right? Or it's bulgogi, but they use sirloin. Bulgogi ain't sirloin. It's ribeye too. Oh man, I don't know. What else we got here? Taco. What do they got for tacos? Same crap. Of course, they got blackened fish tacos. Smoked brisket tacos, Chipotle meal. All right, we're on a good path there. Buffalo chicken tacos, no thanks. That's all you got for tacos? Man, that's weak as hell. No thanks. So far, we're at the meatball sub, it looks like. I don't know. Sampler, quesadilla, chicken tenders. It's funny how many people can't get chicken tenders, right? They buy them from like Cisco. They're frozen. They don't put no thought into them. This says beer batter to order though, with poblano honey mustard. You want a really good honey mustard or chicken fingers? Try the J. Alexander chicken fingers. Their honey mustard, that is super good. Billionaires bacon. There's so many places that do billionaires bacon, millionaires bacon, and I'm like disappointed every time. You need to coat some thick cut bacon in bourbon, some brown sugar, and a little bit of syrup, and a bunch of like nice cracked pepper. You do that, that's all the bacon you need right there. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. Do they have like a tortilla soup or something? Like Max and Irma's tortilla soup? They closed the Max and Irma's down around here. What do they got? Brisket chili could be good. Green chili chicken soup. That doesn't look. What's that? That's some kind of queso. I don't know. Does any of this food even look good to you? I feel like it's another. The fat person inside of me is coming out right now. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to diet right now. I'm sitting here looking at meatball sandwiches and mom's pot roast. Smoked half chicken sounds decent. Spicy chipotle chicken. Chicken fried steak or chicken. Now, chicken fried chicken, I just talked about that. I'm down for that right there. Jalapeno cream gravy. Just give me some regular ass country gravy. Stop trying to make it fancy. 10-ounce sirloin steak. No, thank you. I already giving my opinion on that. I don't know. I'll try it and I'll post up a review. I really don't, it's COVID. I ain't sitting inside no restaurants. I'm staying away from people. But I've always just wondered. I wondered how these places survive and why they're so busy. But it reminds me of when I was 19 or 20 years old, and the dudes at work all went out to that place where the women wore bikinis and served fish and chips. That was like the highlight of their Friday, is to go out to this place, and it was kind of like a PG-13 strip club with greasy food and classic rock in the background, like ZZ Top playing and shit. I don't even know. Wasn't a good experience for me, but I get why they thrive. I don't know. Why not just go to a good steakhouse and get a good meal and then go to a strip club? If that's what you're looking for, right? If you want food and women, or was it Chris Rock that said the strip club with the buffet? I don't even want to go there. Don't eat the buffet at the strip club. But it's one of those things, go out, get a nice steak or something, or whatever you want to do, and then go out to the strip club. I don't want to go to the family restaurant I don't know. I'm a foodie though. I'm more worried about the food than anything else, right? So, what are your thoughts? Twin Peaks? Was Hooters better? Is there some other chain out there I never heard of? I just know that these things are popping up in Michigan now, and they're really busy. So, I don't know. If you got a comment, drop one below.